Hey everybody, how are you guys doing? One time for my casa and you guys. And hooray for me. I'm turning 33 really soon, and yeah, whatever. And like normally, like whenever my birthday comes around, I'm always like, meh, I don't have a girlfriend or self-esteem or a savings account, because I'm the penguin. And I'm like, well, me, be grateful for once in your life. What are you grateful for? And I was like, well, me, I'm grateful that I get to be doing comedy. Something that I have fun doing. I get to meet great people. I think I'm getting better. But the one thing I hate about being a comedian is like whenever I meet someone new for the first time, they're always like, oh, you're a comedian? Why don't you give me some of your material? And I was like, no, that would be awkward. And they're like, you get up on stage and tell people jokes all the time. Why can't you give me a joke right now? Because I'm off the clock. That's a good reason not to tell you a joke. And they're like, here's $1. And that just makes me so mad because I feel like if I tell him a joke, that means I need to prove to this guy that I am who I say I am, you know? And I feel if I don't tell him a joke, that means I'm not confident enough in my material to slay him with my wit. So, so I've thought about it, and this is kind of how I deal with it now. So it's like, I'll be hanging out like at a bar, and someone's like, oh, you're a comic? Why don't you give me some of your material? I'll be like, really? Hold on 1 second. And now, coming back to the bar, and Galvez! So hey, what's the deal with that guy that's always asking you to do your material when you're not on stage? He's always like, I'm stupid! I want to judge you for free! I don't want to support the arts because I'm a loser! Is that a dick? Ah! Oh look, another dick! Ah! Oh, I'm so full, I'm dick! More dick! So if you're not doing anything this Tuesday, I'll be showcasing for the Montreal Comedy Festival. You should come. It's free. Cheap drinks. Where are you going? Don't give me that finger, that's mean. All right. Give me a second. I'm chubby and winded. All right, this next thing is not a joke, nor hilarious, and I'll prove it. Within the last 6 years, my mother, my grandfather, and my grandmother passed away due to different things. So I had to get used to the whole funeral process like really fast. It's everything from like, okay, I come from a Latino family, so when you give a eulogy, like in the States, it's like you give your eulogy in English, like a normal person, and then you give the exact same eulogy again in Spanish. So at first I'm worried about getting my feelings right, and then I'm worried about like sounding pocho, but just kind of like, which is like the Mexican Brian Gumbo, you know. And then like my friends are always like, oh, I'm so sorry for your loss, and I never know what to say, so I'm always like, I blame you, and they're like, what? And then I'm like, I'm just kidding, let's go to the bar. They're like, okay. So, but my grandmother's funeral was the last funeral that we had to go through, and my sister was preparing us for the service, and she goes, Ed, can you do us a favor? I'm like, yeah, of course. She goes, can you do one of your funny eulogies again? God, why would you say that to me, you know? I'm going to tell my stories about Grandma, and people like remember like how funny and quirky she was as a person, and they laugh like fine, but don't make me be all Joke Pants McGee at my grandmother's funeral. She's like, all right. So she left, and I was like, fuck her. So this is how I had vengeance on my sister at my grandmother's funeral, okay? And now to say some words on behalf of Elpidia Galvez is her grandson, Ed. you all for coming. You know, what can be said about my grandmother that we all don't know and feel already, you know? She was so much to all of us. She was so many things to all of us. It's like I could still hear her voice in my head going, I'm so old and you're so thin. Eat beans, eat beans. When are you gonna get married? When are you gonna have kids? Here, have more beans. You're still going to school, so try to be a comedian. Here, have more beans. Oh, I'm out of beans. I'll bring back. Whoop, banana peel. What a mess. Hey, smell my flower. Squirt. Muchas gracias a todos que vinieron aquí. ¿Qué puedo decir a mi abuelita que no sabemos? Todavía puedo oír su voz diciendo, soy tan vieja, como frijoles, como frijoles. Pero vas a casarte con niña con frijoles. Oye, yo tengo frijoles, tengo ¡whoop! ¡Yellow plátano! ¿Qué tiradero? ¡Huele mi rosa! ¡Squirt too! Thank you so much. I'm Galvez, everybody.